it's Helen from Journal with Purpose, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing a flip through of my standard size traveller's notebook insert which I've just finished, and I keep it inside this vintage light cover from Start Bay Notebooks. I always love it when I finished a journal insert. I feel that I've got a whole lovely period of time nicely documented in my journal, whether they're good times or bad times. It's really nice to know that it's all in there. And this insert has lasted me from July 2019 to June 2020. And I don't use this journal all the time. It's probably once every few weeks I tend to sit down and really get creative and explore a topic that I've been thinking about. So in this first one, I think these were papers from my first ever product range launch. They're certainly from my product range, I can't remember which one it was, with just some splashes of watercolour and some tags popped in the little pocket there. This one I created from some happy mail that I received from Joy, and a lot of these pages I will have created on videos and they'll be linked in my Journal With Me playlist. For this page, I remember I used some texture paste and my gelatos, and that's reminded me I really want to have a go with my gelatos again. This one playing around with lots of watercolour, splashes, and again some more tags in the pocket there. So this is from October last year. I was definitely feeling quite autumnal, I think, with the colour scheme that I was using. This I remember I created after I'd been sent some products by Chameleon. And I really enjoyed using their pencils and their pens to be able to do the stamping with and to create that leaf. This one I created actually for Brother after they sent me their printer for doing photos, and all of the little strips and stickers there were created using that. And again, that's here on YouTube available to watch. Still in October there and sticking with a very similar kind of colour scheme. These pages I'm grateful for, reasons to be proud, and I think the next few were all for one of my Skillshare classes. So if you've taken some classes on there, you may well have seen me creating these. I think that was part of my Journaling for Positivity class. And this is back in November, and this is one of the things I tend to use the book for. I was reading a book by Gabrielle Bernstein, and I like to pick out key quotes from the books and write down kind of what I've learnt while I've been reading it. And it's really nice to have those lessons there ready to look through at a later date. This was in the run-up to Christmas, and again this was done using Chameleon products. I can always tell because of the nice blending from the alcohol markers and the colour changing fine liners. So this would have been my first entry from this year, 2020, and this was using the products from a range that had launched around about that time. This one was from February this year, and that was where I was writing all about kind of self-doubt and how that affects me. So from March, and I can always tell the seasons, starting to think more about spring and flowers and getting sort of playing around with different brighter colours in my journal. Again from March this year, and I'm fairly sure I created this one here on YouTube. This one I created after receiving some happy mail from Tanya in Brazil, and I remember filming that not too long ago now. And this was 2 pages that I created using recycled material, so magazine cutouts, doilies, kind of coffee ring circles, wrapping paper, napkins, So there's a video in my journal with me which is journaling using recycled items. That's back from April this year, and I think this is one I created over on Craft World. This certainly again was a Craft World video, which is a free platform for crafters where I'm sharing monthly videos which are just specific for their platform. This one I created here not very long ago at all with painting on collage papers. And this one is from my last video that I've just filmed and released for Polyprint. So I'm really happy now. I love seeing all of these pages filled up and how chunky it is, and I'm also really excited to get started on my next insert. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, it would be great if you leave it with a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. If you've got any questions or comments, then please do leave them down below. I look forward to speaking to you really soon in the next one.